What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Big Show Sports Podcast. I've been on live. I've been having my other guys out on their show, on Scripted. So I'm back. So I miss y'all guys. Get right into it. College football has been going crazy with the coach firing, and also let's get into some NFL right quick. Let's talk about the Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. That should be a very good game. The Ravens is 7-5, and my Cleveland Browns is 9-3. Now it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. So it's not going to really matter because both teams play on the cold anyway. So it's going to be a good game. So this game here, Baker Mayfield versus Lamar Jackson. Now, it's going to be a showdown. It's going to be real. It's going to be a real good game. I think Cleveland is going to win the game, but it's going to be a real close game. This game here, it will be really, really close. Lamar Jackson, he's not having the stellar season that he had before. Last year, he's not doing that great. Baker Mayfield, he is finally coming into his own as a star quarterback. He is coming into his own, and this is what we wanted to see from him. Because if he wasn't going to be that guy, I think Cleveland would have got rid of him. But Cleveland believed in this man, and they still do, to take them to the promised land. I hope Cleveland can go far into the playoffs. I am a big fan, of the dog pound. If he can get us over the hump, maybe to a second round, I don't want to speak too soon, maybe the championship deal, not the Super Bowl, I don't want to push it too far, but we have the team, I believe, to do it. But it's gonna take time. It's gonna take effort to get Cleveland over that hump. Just give me 1 minute. I'm sorry, everybody. Had to take care of something real quick. But Cleveland will be the team to watch for, I say, in the playoffs. Well, like I said, we have a very good team. I think we can make noise. But how far we want to go depends on the players. We got the quarterback. We got the team that we need. I think we can get pretty far. So the game is going to be good. It's going to be close. It's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a beatdown. It's not going to be that game that everybody thinks it's going to be. It's going to be a real competitive game. It could be a defensive game. Maybe scoring can throw it out there 17-14 because it's not going to be that high scoring of a game because Lamar Jackson, he doesn't have a deep wide receiver to throw the ball to, and plus he's not that accurate when it comes to the deep ball. So who has the separation? Baker Mayfield. He is my guy. So look for it. Also, Nick Chubb. I know a lot of people don't talk about Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is very special. Remember, he had that injury, before he came back. He is playing magnificent. If I had a vote for MVP, I don't want to be crazy, but I would give it to him. He is a very great player. And guys, and people don't even talk about Chubb. They don't even talk about Hunt. They have a two-headed monster in Cleveland. If these guys can continue to play bad, I'm telling you, Cleveland will be that team to watch for in the playoffs. If you don't believe me, watch the game tonight. Keep watching how the Cleveland Browns are playing. These guys is a great squad to watch this year. So stay for that game, watch it, and enjoy it. Let's talk about the game yesterday, the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying anything good because he came from Alabama. I'm telling you, this man should have been starting a long time ago. Carson Wentz, he's not your guy. He is not the guy for the Philadelphia Eagles anymore. He's not. So what's the purpose of keeping him on that roster? You know why? Because you have to pay him all that money. I understand injuries is a big deal in the NFL. It is a big factor. But ever since, Carson Wentz has not been playing good at all. But I will give it to the Philadelphia Brass. They stood behind him as long as they possibly could. Sometimes you have to drop the ball. You have to drop it. You have to drop your kahunas and say, hey, this is why we drafted Jalen Hurts for times like this. They're really good against the Saints. They played really well. So beat the New Orleans Saints, as I hate to say it, but as good of a team as New Orleans Saints is, you beat them with a rookie. Believe me, that left a nasty taste in the fans' mouth, everybody around our organization's mouth. How did we let this happen? You know why we let this happen. They didn't have the right game plan for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts showed you, hey, give me the ball, and I'm going to show you what I can do with it. And that's exactly what he's done. I know he came in too late in the season, but hey, Jalen Hurts is the guy. You know, he can get better as he prolongs in the NFL, as he continues to get better, he will be a star in no time. I'm not just saying that I'm an Alabama fan at all, but I've been watching him play for too long. And he did not disappoint in his opportunity to play yesterday. He did a very great job. And with the Drew Brees situation, they got the Kansas City Chiefs coming up. Sometimes you have to be real about it. You have to be logical. You can't be a fool about it. There's no way they're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They have too many weapons. Who's going to stop Tyreek Hill? Who's going to stop Everett Ladd once he gets started? Who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop that great tight end they got? The Saints do not have the personnel to keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And you know, a diehard, real New Orleans Saints fan, not the ones that the bandwagon, I'm talking about the real Saints fans. I spoke to one today. Told me this. It's going to be a beating. It's not coming from me, coming from a Saints fan. The only way that you can beat the Chiefs, pick your poison. Who do you want to try to take out? Tyreek. You want to take Tyreek out? You want to take out the tight end? If you take his weapons away from Patrick Mahomes, he has a great running back behind him. Yeah, I said it. A great running back behind him. A young rookie out of LSU. He can carry the load. He can. Then you got McCoy in the backfield. He's washed up. He's done. But he can still get the job done. So how can the New Orleans Saints beat the Chiefs? I have no answer for that. Because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because the Chiefs is too – they offenses like this. Steady clock. Who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop them? Nobody. They're coming. They're going to beat the Saints. But of course, they're going to the playoffs. Listen, but it's not – win or bust for the Saints. Nobody was picking them to go anywhere to the Super Bowl. So that's something that we have to get out of y'all minds. Y'all wasn't picked to go. But listen, don't rush back Drew Brees. He had a very serious injury. You know when you hurt your ribs, that is something very serious. That's not to play with, nothing to play around with. That's a very serious injury. So if I was the Saints, I want to rush him back. Let the man rest until the playoffs and see how he will respond. So let's keep going, man. The NFL, it's a lot of good news going on right now. How about Zach Taylor, the Cincinnati Bengals head coach? Will he get fired? Will he get fired? I think that man should have been fired a long time ago. But I can see him getting fired sooner or later. But what got me going right now, I'm kind of upset about it. The New York Jets, they still got Adam Case. Now, he should have been fired. Yeah, he should have been fired. You let the defensive coordinator go. Well, he should have went with him. So I think Zach Taylor will be fired really soon. But I think he'll find another job. But I have to understand, Cincinnati, it was Cleveland at one time. Cincinnati and Detroit are the laughingstock of the NFL. It's just exactly how it is. Who can save Detroit? Who can save Cincinnati? I mean, Marvin Lewis, I don't know if he want to coach Detroit. I know his name has been floating around. Derek Mason, he was fired by Vanderbilt, that firing, we're going to get to college in a minute, but that firing should have been happened a long time ago. Well, these coaches had won games. They're always losing games. They ain't even won one. Let them go. But Detroit, what coaching gig sounds more better, or it piques your interest? Detroit, Cincinnati. I would say if I was a coach, and if I was looking around, I would say Cincinnati would be. Because you know what you have in Cincinnati. You got a star in the making, Joe Burrow, who had a bad injury, a really crazy injury. I had him for my rookie of the year, but that's gone. He's not going to win it now. But Joe Burrow was very good. He was playing very well. He was bringing a team that was awful, making a little bit of noise. They was making a little bit of noise, not that much, but let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. The Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson. Is he still that guy? Is he still that guy for the MVP? I know right now I got my co-host. He's a big Seattle Seahawks fan. He is crazy over the Seahawks. Let me tell you this. Aaron Rodgers is that guy. Aaron Rodgers is a very dangerous man. And on my friend's podcast, Unscripted, Aaron Rodgers isn't great. Aaron Rodgers isn't great. Yeah, he won one Super Bowl. We're going to overlook that. But we know what kind of quarterback he is. He is a dangerous man. He is accurate. He's on point with the ball. He's great. He doesn't have all the weapons like a Patrick Mahomes have. And we're going to get to another quarterback that has a lot of weapons around him. And he's doing okay job. He could be doing better with this. Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Let me tell you something, man. When you got talent like that all around you in Tampa Bay and you're barely scratching the surface, there's a problem going on. There's no way that they should be having the record they have. Tampa Bay should at least be in first place. I'm just saying, too much talent. And let's talk about, speaking of talent, whose talent is getting wasted in the NFL? That's a quick answer. Julio Jones. Yeah, I know he's creeping up there in age now, but I think he has a little bit. He has time. Do you think that he will leave Atlanta? I think Matt Ryan will be gone. I really do think so. I really think Matt Ryan will be gone, blow it up in Atlanta, start it all over, rebuild. It's time for Atlanta to rebuild. You know, Julio Jones gave everything he gave, everything, and left it on the field. The loyalty and all. He left it on the field. But it wouldn't surprise me one bit if he retired with the Atlanta Falcons. He wouldn't surprise me at all because he's that good. And the 49ers, Deebo Samuel, he's done for the regular season. And Darnold, look at this. He wants to be a Jet for life, but you know that's not his call. Speaking of the Jets, then we're going to get off the NFL. Speaking of the Jets, Sam Darnold, what are they going to do with the number one pick in the NFL, New York Jets? What are they going to do? They're going to keep it, trade it away, because you can always get a quarterback. I say the Jets, they need to rebuild that offensive line. Because if you get Trevor Lawrence and say, hey, we're going to forget that one. We got Trevor Lawrence. He's going to eat dirt. He's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt in New York. So if I was the Jets, I would fix what you really need. Wants and needs are two different things. What do you really need? What do you need? You need protection. You need a line to protect your prize quarterback. But without protection, look what happened to Joe Burrow. How long I've been saying? I've been saying it for a while. If you don't have protection for your quarterback, then what's the point? You gotta protect these guys. So let's just get off the NFL. Let's venture into college football. I love it. And I know y'all love it too. We got some good games coming on this weekend. Could we have an upset? Could we have an upset on championship weekend? Could we? We might. The first game I'm going to go with Ohio State and Northwestern. Hey, did Ohio State earn it? That's the question. Did Ohio State earn it? Some say no. Honestly, I don't think Ohio State deserves to be in the championship picture. That's just me speaking. Don't listen to me. I'm telling you what I know. I don't think Ohio State should be in the picture. But in the Big Ten, Ohio State is the daddy. Ohio State is the main attraction. So answer this question. Check this out. Let's just say if Michigan was just as good as Ohio State, and you had a choice as the commissioner, which team would you pick to represent you in the Big Ten? You got the power in the Big Ten. What you do is put them two teams against each other. Let them play. Let them fight it out. The winner goes to the championship. But no, Ohio State is the cream of the crop. That's the best you have in the Big Ten for right now. So they paved the way for Ohio State. Listen, paved the way. But I think we got an upset lurking. But I'm not going to tell you now. I'm going to tell you later on. Before Saturday gets here, I'm going to tell you which team might get upset in the championship. And Oregon, they're replacing Washington in the Big 12 championship. Okay? A lot of Oregon Duck fans out there like that. They love it. They love it. And let's get to the rematch. The ACC championship. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Had to say it right. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Clemson Tigers. Now, Trevor Lawrence didn't play the first game. Let's not forget, he didn't play the first game. So, with that being said, Trevor Lawrence, who's going to win that game? It's going to be a very close game. It's not. I'm telling you, don't write off Notre Dame. Yeah, they beat Clemson. But will Clemson rebound and somehow, some way beat them? We don't know. We're going to find out this weekend. We will find out this weekend. And the biggest game of them all, the biggest ticket, the hot ticket in all of college football right now, the big ticket, the hot meal, the ticket of the day. You ready for this? The Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Florida Gators. I almost said Florida State. Ooh, Florida Gators. Now, that guy made a boneheaded mistake. Why throw the shoe for? That was uncalled for. That was very crazy. To throw, you can possibly win the game, but you threw the man's shoe. But yeah, Gator fans are mad. They are right. But Gator fans, y'all are in the spot the LSU fans not in. Y'all going to the SEC championship. It would have stopped right there. It'd have stopped right there. But it's gonna be a good game. We got some real great games coming on this weekend. If you got housework you need to do, get it done this week. Get it done this week. Get everything out the way. Finish it and get it done so you can watch some college football. And Heisman race coming up. So let's speak on that. On the Heisman race. The Heisman race is shaping up to be something special. It's kind of tough. But I'm going with Mac Jones. I know he didn't have no touchdowns against Arkansas. That was embarrassing for me as a fan. That to me that was embarrassing for me. You can't throw a touchdown against Arkansas. Kind of maybe screen a little bit like what's really going on there. But I think that he will rebound. He will rebound against Florida. Florida doesn't have the best secondary in the world. They don't have the best defense in the world. Just like Alabama, we don't have the best secondary in the world. We don't. We just don't. We just don't. If you want to beat us, throw the ball. We just don't have it. But like I said, guys, it's going to be a good game. Let's enjoy some football, and let's. Before we get on college football, let me tell you the games that's coming on this weekend. USC and Oregon. Let me tell you, this game is at 7:00 on Fox. Oh man, this game, matter of fact, is played on Friday. USC versus Oregon. This is gonna be a good game, y'all. I'm saying it's gonna be a real good game, real competitive. Two great colleges, two great teams going at it. I can't pick right now because man, I know a lot of Oregon fans. I really do. I know a lot of them, and I don't want to give the wrong pick, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But it's gonna be a good game. Then we got Alabama versus Florida, another good game. Ohio State, Northwestern, and we have Texas A&M going against Tennessee, and the Big 12 championship, Oklahoma and Iowa State. I like the way Oklahoma rebound, and Iowa State's number 7. And you have the Georgia and Vanderbilt game has been canceled. Louisiana Raging Cajuns versus Central Carolina. They're playing in the Sun Belt Conference Championship, and Missouri and Mississippi State. And rematch, Clemson and Notre Dame, and Tulsa, Cincinnati for the American Athletic Conference Championship game. And so that would be a good game too, guys. But my problem is this: Cincinnati's undefeated. They're number 8. Is that a problem? And let's get on the coaching firing we got going on here. Vanderbilt, I was late getting that news. Man, he should have been fired, guys. He should have been fired. He should have been fired. What was he doing in Vanderbilt in the first place? He should have been let go. So we don't know who's going to coach Vanderbilt. I know they're gonna probably get some like an alumni or somebody like that. Excuse me, to come in and coach that squad. Vanderbilt, man, they have to get it together. They have to get it together in Vanderbilt, man. Man, I hate seeing great teams just play so horrible. But these guys don't give up. These guys don't give up in Vanderbilt. I honestly say that they need a winning season in Vanderbilt. And I hope they get it. Hope they find the right coach. And Kevin Sumlins out there, he got fired from Arizona. Hire him. He's a good coach. But a black man out in Cincinnati, in Arizona, Hugh Freeze, his name is just popping up like a hot air balloon. He may be getting a Auburn job. Could he or could he not? So let's just see how that goes, and hopefully Hugh Freeze can come back into the SEC. He's a winner. Let's get into college basketball. I don't want to bore y'all with my talking, but hey, it's all right. College basketball, the Paul and Villanova game's been postponed, and Marquette and Clinton, they're going at it. I don't know if I said the name wrong. If I butchered it, let me know. And Gonzaga and Idaho game has been canceled. Man, what do y'all think about all these council games postponed because of this coronavirus? What's going on with Duke? What's going on with Kentucky? Which team will make some noise before it's too late? Which team will make some noise before it's a little bit too late? What is it? Is it Duke or will it be Kentucky? Somebody has to perform. And I will say this: the LSU Tigers basketball team, they're doing pretty good. It burns me to say it, but they're doing pretty good. But how good is LSU? Can they take over the SEC and run the table? We don't know. Can they? And Baylor, and see, Baylor, they have games postponed also. This is not good. And Kentucky, man. I just go back to Kentucky, man. It's hard. It's a big mess in Kentucky. I've never seen a school that has so much pride and they have losing ways. Losing ways. But I'm going to go here right now and I'm going to tell you the team to watch for in the SEC, LSU. Team to watch for basketball now, not football, but basketball. LSU. Watch out for them. Big Ten, man, it's tough, man. You can go either way. You go Michigan State, you can go Wisconsin. But you know what? I'm gonna stick with my guns to what I said before he even started. Watch out for Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a very good basketball school. I know they got some good recruits there, and I'm looking for Wisconsin to continue to do good. And I hope they can get somewhere this season and make me proud. But this is going to come a Syracuse Orangemen fan. We're not going anywhere. So let's leave college basketball alone. Let's go to the final subject of the day, and that is the NBA. Now, James Harden, he still wants to leave Houston. He does not want to be there. Now, we know it's not good to have an ungrateful player on your team, because the man that don't want to be there can start a lot of trouble. So why Houston is entertaining this? Trade him. The man don't want to play for y'all anymore. Get rid of him. Philadelphia will be a good spot. But if you want to do that, trade Ben Simmons straight up the middle. Make some noise. Drop him. Or not Minnesota. Miami, Philly, Milwaukee. Teams like that. Get rid of him. He don't want to be there. It's going to start a distraction. But which team will come out of the East? Now, when I tell you this pick, don't cringe up. Don't turn off your Wi-Fi. Let me tell you this. The New York Knicks. New York Knicks. And I love what I'm seeing from LaMelo Ball in their losing ways. But he can pass the ball. He's a baller. He's young. He's talented. Give him a few more years. Let him get his feet wet. Let him decide what he's going to do. And the Brooklyn Knicks, they can make some noise too, just like New York. They can make some noise. Milwaukee, Miami, Boston, those guys are going to be there. Chicago, they're going to be there. I really do believe so. Detroit, I'm a Pistons fan, by the way. Got to make some noise. So the East is open. The East is wide open. The West is closed for business. You know why? LeBron James and AD is back. They're not going anywhere. I really thought for a minute that Anthony Davis was going to leave. I said, he's going to leave. He's going to leave. Nope, he signed. You show him the money, he's going to stay. So now the West is closed for business because the Lakers is going to take it. I'm sorry. The Lakers is going to take it. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. Nothing. What they going to do about it? They ain't going to do anything. So who could give them a run in the West? Let's give a few names in the West. They can probably run with them. The Dallas Mavericks. Could they run with them? The Warriors. Maybe the Spurs. Phoenix, they're out. They're out before they even start. Portland, maybe. No, wrong. The Denver Nuggets. I think the Denver Nuggets can probably give the Lakers the best run for their money. But we're going to see as the season progresses and gets farther on to the season who can give the Lakers the run in the West. So I'm not going to be too much longer, everybody. I'm going to 15 more minutes. Let's talk about a little bit of wrestling. I know I've been trying to dig at it a little bit, but we all like wrestling. You can't lie. If you say you don't like wrestling, man, you're lying. What was your favorite rivalry in the WWE? Was it Stone Cold, Rock, Undertaker, Kane? It could go all day, all day long. Who was better? NWO Red and Black, NWO White and Black. Who really won the ratings war? WWF, WCW. Who had the better product? That's an argument for days right there. Argument for days. Let's jump around. Let's do a baseball. Baseball is coming. Maybe my Yankees will make some noise this year. We're going to find out. Hopefully so. But I want to thank y'all for listening. Don't forget, if you can, like and subscribe on my YouTube page. It is called Big Shaw Sports. I only have 39 subscribers right now. You know why? Because I haven't done my part. But, guys, ladies, or whoever you may be, like I said, like and subscribe. I will also be on Facebook Live Friday. I'll be on Unscripted tomorrow. Unscripted tomorrow, Facebook Live. But again, guys, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. I know it's been a while since I've been back here on YouTube. You can also like my videos here on YouTube. I have a lot of videos. Like, subscribe, share. I'm going to keep saying it, repeat. Even on Facebook, I got a lot of videos on Facebook. Like them, share them, and tell me what y'all think. So I will be back in a few more days. So thank everybody for listening to the Big Shaw Sports podcast with Kelson Jones. And if anybody want a shirt, let me know. So everybody have a great night, and thank y'all for listening.